Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing well and may have revised the previously learned topics. So now, our today's topic is gaseous air pollutants. Oxides of sulfur. Oxides of sulfur are produced when sulfur-containing fossil fuel is burnt. The most common species, sulfur dioxide, is a gas that is poisonous to both animals and plants. It has been reported that even a low concentration of sulfur dioxide causes respiratory diseases, for example asthma, bronchitis, emphysema in human beings. Sulfur dioxide causes irritation to the eyes, resulting in tears and redness. High concentration of SO leads to stiffness of flower buds which eventually fall off from plants. Uncatalyzed oxidation of sulfur dioxide is slow. However, the presence of particulate matter in polluted air catalyzes the oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. Oxides of nitrogen, dinitrogen and dioxygen are the main constituents of air. These gases do not react with each other at a normal temperature. At high altitudes, when lightning strikes, they combine to form oxides of nitrogen. NO2 is oxidized to nitrate ion, NO3-, which is washed into soil, where it serves as a fertilizer. In an automobile engine, at high temperature, when fossil fuel is burnt, dinitrogen and dioxygen combine to yield significant quantities of nitric oxide NO and nitrogen dioxide NO2. The irritant red hadge in the traffic and congested places is due to oxides of nitrogen. Higher concentrations of NO2 damage the leaves of plants and retard the rate of photosynthesis. Nitrogen dioxide is a lung irritant that can lead to an acute respiratory disease in children. It is toxic to living tissues also. Nitrogen dioxide is also harmful to various textile fibers and metals. Hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons are composed of hydrogen and carbon only, and are formed by incomplete combustion of fuel used in automobiles. Hydrocarbons are carcinogenic, that is, they cause cancer. They harm plants by causing aging, breakdown of tissues and shading leaves, flowers and twigs. Oxides of carbon. Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide CO is one of the most serious air pollutants, is a colorless and odorless gas, highly poisonous to living beings because of its ability to block the delivery of oxygen to the organs and tissues. It is produced as result of incomplete combustion of carbon. Carbon monoxide is mainly released into the air by automobile exhaust. Other sources, which produce CO, involves incomplete combustion of coal, firewood, petrol, etc. The number of vehicles has been increasing over the years all over the world. Many vehicles are poor maintained and several have inadequate pollution control equipments, resulting the release of greater amount of carbon monoxide and other polluting gases. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide CO2 is released into the atmosphere by respiration, burning of fossil fuels for energy, and by decomposition of limestone during the manufacture of cement. It is also emitted during volcanic eruptions. Carbon dioxide gas is confined to troposphere only. Normally it forms about 0.03% by volume of the atmosphere. With the increased use of fossil fuels, a large amount of carbon dioxide gets released into the atmosphere. Excess of CO2 in the air is removed by green plants, and this maintains an appropriate level of CO2 in the atmosphere. Green plants require CO2 for photosynthesis and they, in turn, emit oxygen, thus maintaining the delicate balance. As you know, deforestation and burning of fossil fuel increases the CO level and disturb the balance in the atmosphere. The increased amount of CO2 in the air is mainly responsible for global warming. Global warming and greenhouse effect. About 75% of the solar energy reaching the Earth is absorbed by the Earth's surface, which increases its temperature. The rest of the heat radiates back to the atmosphere, some of the heat is trapped by gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, ozone, chlorofluorocarbon compounds CFCs and water vapor in the atmosphere. Thus, they add to the heating of atmosphere. This causes global warming. We all know that in cold places flowers, vegetables and fruits are grown in glass-covered areas called greenhouse. Do you know that we humans also live in a greenhouse? Of course, we are not surrounded by glass but a blanket of air called the atmosphere, which has kept the temperature on Earth constant centuries. But it is now undergoing change, though slowly. Just as the glass in a greenhouse holds the sun's warmth inside, atmosphere traps the sun's heat near the Earth's surface and keeps it warm. This is called natural greenhouse effect because it maintains the temperature and makes the Earth perfect for life. In a greenhouse, solar radiations pass through the transparent glass and heat up the soil and the plants. The warm soil and plants emit infrared radiations. Since the glass is opaque to infrared radiation's thermal region, it partly reflects and partly absorbs these radiations. This mechanism keeps the energy of the sun trapped in the greenhouse. Similarly, carbon dioxide molecules also trap heat as they are transparent to sunlight but not to the heat radiation. If the amount of the carbon dioxide crosses the delicate proportion of 0.03%, the natural greenhouse balance may get disturbed. Carbon dioxide is the major contributor to global warming. Nitrous oxide occurs naturally in the environment. In recent years, their quantities have increased significantly due to the use of chemical fertilizers and the burning of fossil fuels. If these trends continue, the average global temperature will increase to a level which may lead to melting ice caps and flooding of low-lying areas all over the Earth. Increase in the global temperature increases the incidence of infectious diseases like dengue, malaria, yellow fever, sleeping sickness.